The man is on the verge of freezing to death. Yet instead of keeping his clothes on, he strips them off and curls up naked in the snow. His body trembles violently. He blows into his hands to warm them, but it's useless. Instead of putting his clothes back on, he stares at the plastic bag in his hand and makes a painful decision. He throws away the precious flowers inside, fills the bag with snow, and clutches it tightly, hoping the snow will melt into drinking water. As night falls, the snow is still frozen and his wet clothes haven't dried. Frustrated with his bad luck, he curses himself for getting lost while skiing and falling into an icy lake. At that moment, he spots a house on the mountainside that looks warm. For the first time in 2 days, hope appears. To conserve energy, he puts his damp clothes back on and hides between rocks, promising himself he'll climb to the house the next morning. At dawn, he wakes up with determination. The snow in the bag has melted. Miraculously, his phone and radio are still working. Full of hope, he climbs toward the house hidden in the fog. But after 3 days without food, his vision starts to blur. Near the peak, he rubs his eyes in disbelief. The house is gone. It was nothing but a hallucination caused by hypothermia. Devastated, but he refuses to give up. That night, he stumbles into a cave and finds human bones. He's starving, hoping there might be scraps of meat left. But everything has been eaten by wolves. He takes out his phone to check for signal, but it's dead. The sound of wolves howling grows closer. He uses his snowboard as a walking stick. He walks all night until the pain in his leg forces him to stop. When he rolls up his pants, he sees his sock soaked in blood. His calf is swollen dark purple. If he leaves it, the sock will fuse with his skin. Clenching his teeth, he rips the sock off. The pain is unbearable. He tears away the flesh that comes off with it. He lifts it toward his mouth but vomits in disgust. He can't bring himself to eat it, so he stuffs it into his pocket. Suddenly, he hears a helicopter. He screams for help, but it flies past without noticing him. Exhausted, he collapses in despair. Hallucinations return. He sees his mother and wonders what will happen if he dies. That thought keeps him going until the 8th day. Desperate to see his family again, he finally eats a piece of his own flesh. It makes him sick, but he forces himself to swallow. He stares at a steep slope and decides to risk everything. Half crawling, he climbs upward, checking his radio every few steps. At last, he reaches the top. With the last of his strength, he pulls out the radio. Still no signal. The battery is down to 4%. Accepting his fate, he lies on his back. He turns on the recorder and speaks his final words to his family. As he closes his eyes, ready to face the end, suddenly the radio catches a signal. Moments later, a helicopter appears above him. Thanks for watching.